Welcome to the Beastland. Here, the only law is of the jungle, the only call of the wild. But all is not balanced in these happy hunting grounds, and when aberrant scars of the planescape's great conflicts tarnish these lands, only the noble unicorn knights can preserve the natural order. Or at least their recent contractors can give it their best shot. The quarry is clear, the trail warm. It's time to assemble our hunting party.
Hello, and welcome to our little horror hunting D&D campaign, folks. My name is Austin, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and our heroes are about to leave the world of the diurnal beasts and enter the world of the crepuscular, which is much more common in nature than you would think. Say hello, everyone.
Hi.
That sounds perfectly cromulent.
Yes, big mood. I am also crepuscular on many days of the week.
Same.
You're up for like 3.5 hours on any given day.
I am the most productive when the sun is in transition across the horizon. Either direction is fine.
Well, let's hope that holds true for this campaign. Before we get started and enter our new lair, Sophia has some things to share with the class.
Yeah, we had similar thoughts. My hiking fact was going to be that it's generally good to start your hikes early in the morning and avoid midday. Typically, this is pretty intuitive for warmer climates because, of course, it'll be too hot to hike in the middle of the day. What does corpuscular mean exactly?
It means most active at dawn and dusk, as opposed to diurnal, active during the day, and nocturnal, active at night. So
being
there's
a
actually a lot of
corpuscular
animals
hiker
that are.
would be a pretty smart move because those are generally the best times of day for hikes, particularly long ones. Anyway, stick around to the mid-roll from a word from our friends over at Party of One. They've got some very cool games going. It's definitely something worth sticking around to find out more about. And of course, as always, we have a Discord server for if you want to get involved in some fun fan conversations, and a Patreon if you'd like to support the podcast directly. But with that, I don't think I'm corpuscular because I don't think I get the dawn element of it, but very fun that we're corpuscular as a podcast now.
Sophia,
Crepuscular.
what the fuck?
What?
I asked you last week what constitutes a hike because you said that the shortest hike was, this one trail, and I was like, what constitutes a hike? And you were like, wait till next week. And then I waited until next week. And then you just gave a different fact entirely.
What happened is I
finale?
completely forgot that you asked that question because I haven't edited that episode yet because I usually
Next
don't edit
time.
episodes until like the week they're coming out. So
Stay tuned for season 3 when we find out what a hike is.
we may never know.
I've forgotten the entirety of what happened last session, but I was waiting in anticipation for what makes it, what constitutes a hike.
You should have texted me because I forgot.
Damn.
Okay.
I, unlike Katya, do not have the divinatory magics to find that answer for you. I'm sorry.
It's called Google.
No,
Anyway.
that's Virla. That's wrong campaign. Wrong campaign, Austin.
All right. Cool. Anyway. All right. Well, and all right. Without any further ado, let's get into Campaign 3, Season 2, Episode 9.
Woo!
My goodness, it feels like we've done a lot this season.
We have.
Of
been a busy
Rolling
one.
with Difficulty, Hunting Party. And I click over to the right tab so I can see what happens. When last we left our heroes. For a long time I've contemplated writing these down beforehand so that I don't just have to think back and gamble about in my brain trying to piece together everything. But I've never once gotten around to it. Anyway, last time you guys took care of some downtime activities, many wizardry things, some talent practice, visiting the dragon, visiting the city in the wind, and then you decided to head to the strange, aberrant portal, this permanent area of bilocation, as Vasilix called it, between Brux and Kregala, and with a completely successful skill challenge, bypassing all of the potentially bad things that could have happened to you. You managed to use your many magics and talents to close this portal, but not before jumping in yourselves, leaving behind Lysandra, the Gate Seeker, to return back to the good old city of Doors, Sigil. Garou swept each of you up in his arms and jumped down, through, into the portal, and as it closes and we leave behind the world of the unsetting sun, we travel down through darkness, and then beautiful, brilliant red light cast across the landscape. A red sun exactly halfway down the horizon. Directly opposite it on the other horizon, a moon exactly halfway risen. The sky transitioning from reds, oranges, purples to a deep blue, and then almost black where that moon is starting to rise. A faint twinkling of stars over in that far, far corner of the sky that has not yet been obscured. We find ourselves in the land of twilight, the world of dawn or dusk, depending on who you ask, the second layer of the Beastlands, Brux. And I'm going to ask every character to please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeehaw!
Oh, yay.
We're
Fun.
in it now, boys!
That is a 19 for Katya.
All right, Katya got a 19. Shout them out when you get them.
That is a 24 for Trystine.
24 for Triss.
It's fairly low for Garou. That's a 17.
17 for Garou. And Kireek.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. Triss.
Mm-hmm.
The only one who passed.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Triss. You find yourself laying on your back, looking up at the sky I just described to you.
Mm-hmm.
The wind completely knocked out of you, though you don't remember falling or hitting the ground at all. Around you are trees, massive but broken, their trunks snapped off at maybe 50 feet up. The mess of the shattered limbs and branches surround you, along with other wreckage. Buildings, beautiful, ornate buildings with elvish designs, turned into rubble and now overgrown with blackened vines. What would you like to do?
I look around. Can I see the party? Anyone else?
You come to your knees, then your feet, and look around, and yes, strewn about the area, you see your allies. All of them are currently unconscious, so your hit points are not 0, you're not dying, but all 3 of them have the unconscious condition from being squeezed through the portal as it was collapsing.
I knew it was going to be bad. I knew it. Everyone was like, oh, it was metaphorical or whatever.
I did say it was metaphorical. I think you were afraid it was going to turn you into paste.
I did.
And I was like,
yes.
it's like, it's not going to turn you into paste, but
It's just going to suck. Okay,
It's
great.
just gonna suck. So
Say
yeah, you
that
see
it was
that
like
all
the
th-
effect of like it had like that visual effect of like getting pulled into a black hole. You think that didn't have any consequences?
Well, that's what I was worried about. But then it was like, don't worry, it'll be fine. Anyway,
I did
We're
try to
not
sell
dead. You can
Triss
just
on not
wake
being
us
too
up.
worried about it
Yeah,
because
I'm gonna-
I didn't want you to be like, we can't use this portal.
Yeah.
Because again, you thought it was going to turn you into a sausage, but
Yeah.
that was. Anyway, yeah,
Okay.
so you see they are
No,
all
instead we
kind of
turned-
like
became
strewn. There's
vegetables.
like, again, there's like all kinds of broken branches around you. You can't just walk across open ground. It's all like broken, snapped off stuff. So you got to kind of like step over things as you walk places.
Just real quick, as I'm on my way to wake somebody up, does it look like we fell through the canopy and took all these broken branches with us, or does it look like these were already broken?
Make a perception check.
Sure. How does an 11 do?
It doesn't look like you guys are the ones that snapped off these branches. As you look around, you can see, because again, the trunks are snapped off really high up, but there's not like canopy cover. You can see the open sky as you look around. From what you can tell, in all directions, the trees are snapped off, and they are, it's not new breaks. Like a lot of them are, look either grown over with like for the trunks looks grown over with bark, or there's like on the ground all the leaves are like brown and dead, and the branches are kind of rotten in a lot of places.
Okay, so the old breaks, old damage. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and wake the party up, starting with Katya. Is there like a special trick to ending the unconscious condition, or can I just kind of slap her awake?
Yeah, you need to use an action to wake them up.
Okay, I'll use an action to wake Katya up.
Cool.
But well,
Cool.
did we make it?
I believe so, unless this is some other plane that suspiciously resembles the way Garou described.
Well,
Brux.
it doesn't look like anywhere else I've ever been, so I have to assume that it's at the very least not where we were.
Well, I think that's inarguable. I'll go wake up Garou and you handle Kireek.
I'll get Kireek.
You help Tris to her feet and turn around,
Katya.
and
Katya.
you see. Sorry, Katya. Fucking hell.
We need
Oh,
names and
sorry.
cats.
You
Trust
see-
nobody,
Take a
not
shot.
even
Take a
yourself.
shot.
You see that Kireek, you don't even see Kireek now, he was just there, and you see that Garou, much heavier, is being pulled by what look like a few hundred rats that
Oh,
have grabbed
hell.
him and are pulling him. You see his feet slowly go disappearing underneath a fallen building where there's like a 2-foot gap between rubble and earth.
No.
I mean, we could let them take him.
Rat.
No! Kireek is somewhere in there, probably.
We pray at night. We stalk at night. We're the rats.
Stop enjoying this.
The giant rat. That we're all
Maybe this is
loved
where
of.
Leech came from.
What are you singing?
I'm singing the rat song.
What?
See
So
what kind
one
of
rat
trouble
song,
we
come on.
can
It's
get
the
ourselves
rat song.
into.
And
We're
we
rats.
so we don't see
I'm gonna-
Kireek and Garou is being pulled by these rats.
Yeah,
I'm
Kireek
running
was
after
just
where-
there, and Garou is getting pulled away now by the rats.
I'm running after where Garou was getting pulled.
Yeah,
into
knowing
this
that
building.
that must be where Kireek is as well. Katya will also go that way, like, hey.
No.
Nice knowing you guys.
Drop it. What's in your
You
mouth?
guys go and slide and start to crawl in after. Again, it's like only 2 feet tall, so you got to kind of like army crawl in, and it's
it's
an
like home.
immediate drop off. You hear Garou's body as like first his shoulders, then his ass, then his feet go boom, 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 down from like the edge of the lip where you're crawling down onto a big stone block that's part of the rubble, and then just disappear completely into darkness unless you have dark vision. Fuck off.
I will
Which
throw
I
up a
do because
dancing
I am a
light
drow.
so that there are little orbs of light floating directly
Good
in front
news,
of
I can
us.
see. It just gets
Yeah.
flashbang.
yeah. It's like that one Daredevil comic where they try to
Yeah.
ambush him with night vision goggles, and he just turns on the
Yeah.
light.
Finally, my eyes have adjusted to the
Katya squeezing in, you throw up some dancing lights. The whole room gets illuminated, and you see that there are like roots of trees hanging down here. It looks like this is like caved in part of a building. It looks like it's like a workshop. There's lots of like pottery and things around, little smashed up pieces of pottery. Sophia's face just lit off.
I know,
Sophia, what would you find at a pottery workshop? What kind of broken things are there?
pieces of it's a lot
Dreams.
of pottery that didn't, either you fired it and then it didn't turn out right or it broke in the firing, or
Yeah. all the bullshit.
you recycle clay, so like if you were using it and whatever you threw fell apart and you haven't had a chance to like go through and knead it again, like that's you have a big recycle bin typically. There's glazes, probably big wheels, completed pots in various stages, whether they've been bisque fired or they're about to go through the kiln a second time with the glaze. I thought that maybe this was gonna be where Cyprius shows up, but I think that that's unlikely. That's why my face lit up. It
No,
wasn't
and in
related to
fact-
the pottery. I like pottery as well, but I was like, for the briefest moment, oh my god, my little man's. No, I don't think he's here.
No, he's not. The pottery is actually, it looks like it was all like really finely crafted and completed, and now it's just been like smashed to bits. And then there's like other things
What
around.
a waste of perfectly
Um,
good craftsmanship.
And you see that there are multiple tunnels leading off, but all the rats, there's so many more down in here. You can just now see Kireek's feet disappearing down a
Aye,
tunnel,
aye.
Garou following as well. And
Same tunnel.
they're all going down the same tunnel. Yes.
Okay. Phew. All right. Well, let's give chase. Is there anything we can do to like do this faster, or are we stuck like Solid Snake in our way?
Katya's just fully army crawling. Like, this is not the first time I've been in a tunnel, and it will not be the last.
You can stand up hunched in the interior of this space, but then when it goes back into a tunnel, it's still crawling. So currently
Great.
the rats are just, everyone is currently working at a dash, moving at the same speed.
Amazing. As we're doing that, I'm gonna say, good news. I think I know where we are.
Interesting
What?
fact, though, because Guru is a bugbear and they have the uncanny ability to squeeze into very small spaces, I imagine it's not that difficult to drag his
It's just that he's heavy, but yeah, you watch it like they just compress the shoulders. He squeezes like what am I thinking of? It's just like it's like squeezing through a tube. He just like kind of compresses. I'm thinking of like the Grinch going through the chimney.
No, come on.
No, it's like when you pull a cat, when you stretch a cat out. That's
yeah. Oh, you lift him up, and you're
hard.
like, man, that's really long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Anyway,
He's a bug cat bear.
Ew.
3 different animals.
Yes. But yeah, Shakoba told me of a place called Plague Root, domain of the Rat Lord. At a guess, I'd say we're here.
Well, I have never been the one to turn down an opportunity to meet a beast lord before. Katya will also, as we're going, call out in beast speech like, "Rats, please, hello, we did hold, slow down."
You call out, halt, slow down, and you hear a cacophony of little voices, squeaking voices, call back to you that say, "Can't do, on orders, gotta go."
I think our best bet is to just keep following them because I don't know that they're going to be more eager to listen to us as opposed to their rat lord.
Yes, I could see the diplomacy being rather difficult, considering your condition.
They don't know that. They don't know that. I could be a rat.
They
don't
might.
know.
What? The animal instincts can't tell the cat within? Was that offensive? I'm so sorry.
You say cat, and a bunch of rats go, "Cat!"
No.
You see like the kitchen scene in Ratatouille where they all fall down and start to scamper other places. A bunch of them like get everyone back in line and start to pull again.
Ixnay,
Well, this is
with
valuable
the
information.
A, huh? Let's maybe
This is useful.
No, why? No.
No, this tells us that they're stupid. Don't you understand?
Don't
And they can understand common,
stupid.
apparently.
Stupid is still dangerous in large amounts.
Oh yes, I'm very.
I think
well
for the
aware of
joke,
that.
I think they understand cat in all languages, even though they don't speak common.
That's hilarious.
It's kind of like knowing how to ask for the bathroom and a beer in every language wherever you're going. You know, they gotta look out for danger. Anyway,
We have to get Kireek back. It's best to just follow them for now, I think.
I do have vortex warp if we want to try our luck on just snagging him.
I don't know that we can get out of these tunnels fast enough, you know? I think that they're going to be
I
much more
see.
agile in here.
All right, I suppose following is still our best bet.
as you say that line, Katya, about if we'll be able to get out, you feel some dirt sprinkle on your shoulders, and looking back, you see that the way out is now just earth.
Oh, go forward, go forward, go forward!
I'm going.
Crawl faster! Dragons have caves
Crawl.
sometimes. Why are you not better at this? Go faster!
Okay, it's not the dragon part that makes me good at caves.
Drow also, keep moving!
The caves are larger for the drow.
We're making a lot of assumptions about drow and cats. I'm just saying.
Down and down. You're not descending so much as you're, like, snaking underneath the ground here. There's still lots of roots. You haven't delved deep enough to get away from Boys Night, from all of these hanging roots. Sometimes you'll go past, there's like one part where you're crawling through. Occasionally you'll see like walls or pieces of floor or whatever, like some of this like wrecked city, whatever it was, is also partially buried. At one point as you're crawling, you look to the right and you see that there is a stone elven face. It's about 4 feet tall that is staring unblinking at you, buried under the ground here, and just has some like mycelium kind of grown over its face.
Of course.
It's not a fungus queen. It's not a Zugtmoy thing. It's just
All right.
Healthy forests just have mycelium.
Yeah, okay.
No,
not Zugtmoy. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, sure. This is not a good Moy adventure again.
Yes.
Not as a good Moy adventure. Not everything's a good Moy adventure. Some things are. Anyway, you continue crawling, squeezing through until finally the space starts to widen, starts to kind of open up. You can now instead of army crawling, now you're regular crawling. Now you're up on your feet hunched, and then you're standing up. And you come into a space that would have been pitch black if it were for not the dancing lights that Katya has conjured. And as you enter, you see that the rats are laying down the two unconscious bodies of Kireek and Garou kind of side by side next to each other. And there's a figure, a human-shaped figure standing between them. And he turns and you see in the light this man, ancient. His head is completely bald and like liver spots all over. He's dressed in this kind of cobbled together assortment of like black and gray cloths and cloaks and things. Some of it's stitched together, some of it's just draped over it to make this makeshift robe on his very like hunched form. His chin has just like these errant white hairs. They're really they're like 2 inches long, but it's not enough to call it a beard. There's just kind of like this little spray, this little sprinkling of these like really stiff hairs. A whisker, like they're coming off the bottom of his chin though.
Yeah.
And he has this cloth that is like completely crusted with dirt and probably other stuff that is tied over his eyes so he cannot see. Most notably of all, though, is his nose. It's not a human's nose. It is elongated into a snout, and it's got a little twitching rat nose at the end of it, and
crazy,
two crooked, razor-sharp teeth that are sticking out over his lower lip. And you see that the Rat Lord appraises first the two bodies on the ground, and then the two of you as you follow and enter into this space. He looks between you and says, "About time you made it."
Forgive me, I don't think we've been introduced. You are, I presume, the Rat Lord. I am Katya. This is Trystine. We are members of the Unicorn Knights.
You think I don't know that?
Oh, well, you are ahead of me then. I was unaware we were expected.
I'm assuming
Everyone's
rats can
expected
get
here
everywhere.
sooner or later.
I'm assuming that rats can get everywhere and see everything.
Oh, yes. We pride ourselves on it. And he goes and he just like sits down on a kind of a lump of earth. It's not even like a rock or a chair or anything. He just kind of like sits down. His legs are so short, he barely even kind of descends as he does it. He has this like knobby cane too. So he's kind of got that, and he like rests his weird spooky chin on that as he sits down.
Please step into my
He
dirt.
says, "Yes, Katya, the seer stray, and Trystine, far from home. I am Irin, the Rat Lord, as you so deftly guessed. You're going to wake up your friends?"
Certainly. A pleasure, Irin. And Katya will go and shake Kireek's shoulder, like, Kireek, get up there.
I'll go wake up Garou, possibly
you
from a safe
guys
distance.
Use your actions, and Kireek and Garou, you both wake up in this dimly lit underground chamber with two. They're hard to recognize them at first. They are filthy. There's just dirt like smeared all over Katya and Tris at this point. It's in their hair. It's just like everyone is completely soiled. But
Katya, tell me you have prestidigitation. I don't have
Of course I do,
prestidigitation.
but perhaps the order of operations, not yet. We're still in the dirt.
But yeah,
pressed it more than
you
once. It's a
come to
cantrip.
consciousness and see the horrible sight of Irin, the Rat Lord, crouching.
Don't be rude, voice
like
of God.
4 to 5 feet
He's
away
just
from
a
you.
guy.
Guy.
Garou's gonna groan and he's gonna say, 5 more minutes. He's gonna close his eyes again.
He's gonna get a short rest in while we're dealing with the Rat Lord.
Take all the
Kick
time you
Garou
need.
awake,
I'm in
just
no
like a
rush.
Like kick his shoulder. Just...
You have us at a
Help
bit
to
of a
his feet.
disadvantage. You were clearly expecting us, but I must admit we were a little bit blind in our journeys to Brux. Is there something we could
Was
help
that a
you with?
joke?
No.
Was that a joke?
No, I assure you, I do not joke.
Am I to
Everyone's
assume
at a
that-
disadvantage. He completely interrupts, stands up,
Yep,
and starts
okay.
walking around. He goes, "Everyone's at a disadvantage when they meet me. That's the damn point."
Shrewd.
Garou,
Observe it.
still with his eyes closed on the ground, laying down rather comfortably, actually, says, "What do you want?"
The talk. What else? I'm not here to offer you a sponge bath. He hits Garou with the cane across the knees.
Ooh.
Roll for damage.
Really?
Add advantage because you're prone.
Uh-huh.
All right. Fucking hell. All right, let's bring out the Animal Lord stat block.
I have to know. Look, we didn't do combat last session, right? Like,
We did
Oh yeah,
the-
no, Garu's
no,
up
yeah.
to full.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
He'll deal minimum damage. He will only deal 9 bludgeoning and 2 force damage. He's not trying to really hurt you.
All right, yeah, throw a d8 on top of that.
Oh yeah, plus thank you. Yeah. Plus
Right,
I believe
because
it's
of the Malar's
1d10.
curse.
Good catch. Give me a moment. What did I say? Was it 1d8 or 1d10? I wrote. That's why we write things down, folks.
it's like the reflex.
Oh, you know what? I
test.
wrote it
1d8,
down.
you're correct.
He takes an
You're
extra
right,
1d8
I'm wrong.
necrotic damage every time he takes
3.
damage. I put it in my notes last
3
week.
necrotic damage on top of that. You get smacked. It hurts your knees, and the pain really lingers in a way that you have you're a barbarian. You're an experienced adventurer. I imagine all of you having a great tolerance for pain just from the line of work you're in. This feels like completely different. It lingers in a way that you are not used to. And after he hits your knees, you see he says, "Garou, the so-called bloody mask of Malar. You quit that gig yet?"
Garou sits up, says, "No."
Didn't think you would. You're stubborn right up to the death. That's what we predict anyway.
Oh. Seems I'm not the only one who dabbles in predictions. We're happy to...
Predictions. Seer stray. Horseshit! You're blinder than I am.
Maybe so.
Now that's a joke.
Oh. Look, you want to talk, I assume, because you have a specific conversation in mind. But if
Not
not...
particularly, actually.
Oh. Then, I don't know, do you want me to read your fortune? I can have you pick a card. It tends to fill the time.
Why would I trust someone to tell me about me, who knows so little about themselves?
Because it's not me telling you about you, it's the planescape. I just translate.
I don't need a translator. That's why I have spies.
Fair enough.
Very effective. Am I to assume this area is known as Plague Route? You'll have to forgive me. As you said, I'm very far from home.
Yes. Plague Route. Didn't used to be like this. Used to be called Al-Karakalam Jankal. It was a city of the Avarials.
Gesundheit.
The Mortai did not... Now that's a joke. The Mortai got sick of them eventually, and he gestures vaguely to, like, the rubble that's around. And he says, last I heard... He wouldn't say last I heard. He knows everything's going on. He goes, now, as you know, the Eagle Lord is in Brux, where things are a little more pleasant.
Do you
Sorry,
mean
Krugala.
Krugala?
Things are
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
pleasant.
I was like, we saw the Eagle
pleasant.
Lord this morning.
Yes. Improvising lines means you'll misspeak.
Yeah.
Yes, but now it is Plague Route. Welcome to my humble abode. Do you like it?
It's very nice. I appreciate all the pottery around.
Yes, they were quite the craftsmen. Hunters, philosophers, guides, sages, artists. Now they're dead.
Can I insight check this guy?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
What are you trying to learn by inciting him?
I want to know what
This
he
is a
wants.
creepy old man.
He's a creepy old man for sure. I want it truly. It's like, oh, he wants conversation. Yeah, and Katya was like, what do you want to talk about? He's like, I'm not telling you. So I want to know what the fuck he wants from this right now. Oh shit, that's a 25.
Okay.
I think it's the first good insight check I've rolled on this character.
Let's go to the monster manual again, really quick. Reaction: hellish rebuke. No, it's
Oh shit.
Just want to know what his charisma is.
I keep my secrets, bitch.
With a 30, he is hard to read.
Is it us
Oh,
you want
yeah,
to
no,
talk
certain-
to, or were you wait? I mean, you know much about us clearly. What was it about our
Yes,
group
obviously.
that made you want to
Oh.
have conversation? I assume you could have talked to anything that entered your domain.
Do you?
Yes, well, not many people do, other than my children, of course. And like rats do like scurry through every now and again. He like picks one up and gives it a very gentle kiss on the forehead, and then lets it down again.
This guy's great.
He says,
I love this guy.
"But I'm a
Garou
little
says-
starved for information. It's been almost a day that we've been on lockdown now. Am I to take it that you closed that portal, and that's why you're here?"
That was our goal.
Yes.
Of course, we are on this side of it, so certainty is not yet something I can give you, but presumably, yes, the portal is closed now.
What do you mean lockdown?
No one goes in or out.
Well, yes, I know what lockdown means. Why are you in lockdown?
Dangerous things are happening in Brux. Best to keep my children safe till all of it blows over.
So then you know.
Of course I know. Whack.
1d8 necrotic damage again.
That's
Were
up
you
to
not
Austin
paying
at this point.
attention?
No, it's difficult to know what you'd like from us. For someone who knows as much as they do, you know practically everything we've been up to then. You know of the aberrations?
Yes, correct.
You know of their source?
Now we're getting to interesting questions. I know that you already killed the Eye Tyrant,
That we
burned
did.
his body. I know that you're looking to see what else is in store below. That Vasilix was just the tip of the iceberg.
Damn.
We suspected as much.
Sometimes I hate being right.
Suspected. Yeah. Yeah, sure. You, Scythe and Subjugate. You're awful quiet in the back.
This man knows way too much. I don't.
He's got all our cool.
Or do you
he doesn't
not
have my
like
cool
that
nickname.
term anymore now that you killed Uzveljoth?
It does not erase what I have done.
No, that's true. Credited with 26 known abductions. And if there were any others, I would, of course, know about them.
I suppose someone must have kept count.
Everything gets noticed. Nothing missed. So again, you can understand my frustration with the last several hours.
So you've
What's-
locked down your subjects? Children?
Yes. The domain. Plague root.
Yes. And because of the lockdown, you can no longer see what's happening in the rest of the Beastlands?
Well, I'm not a damn clairvoyant.
Katya will just sort of be like, oh.
Oh, shut up. Like you know anything. You turn into your cat and you think you're the champion of the Elk Lord? Frankly, it's a miracle you know how to read, let alone cast spells.
I can read several languages. All right.
Am I to assume that you have gathered us here to help with your predicament?
I don't think you could help at all. I didn't gather you here. You jumped through a hole in the sky and you landed on my ground. But if I let you go, that's a breach of perimeter, and then something might get in, and of course that's a problem that we can't deal with, so
Has
that's why I
everything
brought you below.
that-
But I
yes,
figured as long as we're here, we could have pleasant conversation.
I'm starting to
I
get the
see.
shape of this situation. Has everything that's come through the portal landed in your domain, or has the portal been dropping things in other areas?
Usually one of the Mortai blows it a few miles in a different direction. But, no, in this case, you did, land in my domain. Yes.
Then
It has been above.
Well, we appreciate your hospitality. We do need to leave, and perhaps this can be mutually beneficial. If not solving the problem permanently, perhaps we can report back with information from the outside without you having to risk any of your own.
I do like information, but, frankly, I have very, very low opinions of all of you.
I've noticed. It seems like it will be difficult for us to raise them if we are in here and not doing, I guess, gathering things.
Gathering things, you're right, that would have really impressed me.
I don't need fancy words to make impressions. I am just offering what we have. We have certain skills, and they are not best utilized in a cave.
Perhaps.
Garou, he's going to now stand in this very small space.
Yeah, you are like too tall for this. Your head does you gotta turn the neck as you get up to full height.
Oof.
As he does so, he doesn't look at all uncomfortable, which is strange. And he says, "Unfortunately, I don't think this situation blows over. The Beastland seems to lack the defenses against these aberrations. You can stay holed up here as long as you can, as long as you want to. But the longer you do, the less information you will be able to retrieve."
Well, maybe I could learn some from you. I mean, not from her. He points over at Tris, and he says, "It's really nothing interesting going on with you here. I checked up on your home. It's a really cozy little corner of nowhere you've got going there, huh?
Do you know what the nearest city
Much
to
more
it is?
interesting things happening in Sundabar."
Wait, I'm sorry. Please say that again, because two things just happened at once.
He says you have a really cozy little corner of nowhere, and he says not much stuff happening there. Much more interesting is happening in Sundabar, from what I hear. But shame you aren't home to experience it.
Sundabar.
Is Sundabar city? Katya's like going through her mind palace right now. Like,
Oh, do
You
you,
wanna
not
make a-
know?
you wanna make a history
do you not
check?
know if
Come
Sundabar
I
on.
would
is a city?
love to make
How
a
interesting.
history check.
Make a history check.
That is 19.
19. You have some vague notion from your time in the material plane of it being like kind of like a northeast kind of city. You don't know much about it, but it's not like 10 towns frigid cold, but it's not quite on the Sword Coast. It's a little bit east.
Oh, interesting.
It's a city.
You seem to know quite a lot. What
That's
more?
the point.
What more could you possibly learn? I'm sure you know
If
of...
I knew what I didn't know, then I wouldn't need to know it, would I? He's the thinker of the group, right?
No. My job is to hit things and take hits.
Your job is to empower that damn patron of yours. Bring him through where that Garand failed. And you're doing a shit job of it. Not that I'm complaining. The
Bad
rats
job, but also
don't
good
like
job.
being hunted. We get enough of it as it is.
Then perhaps... the progress I've made with Malar has been at my own pace. I have not had any distractions, no other wayward werefolk feeding him, growing his influence. The progress may not have been as fast as he would like it to be, but progress is being made regardless. If there's something you'd like to know,
Yeah, what's your fucking plan? The one thing I
Garou.
can't see is inside your damn head.
Oh, that's
Garou
good to know.
moves over his necklaces and shows the small brand of Malar on his chest. Malar has made a mistake.
Malar makes many mistakes. Making
No.
an enemy out of you, I'm not sure that is one of them.
His days are numbered. His influence reaches only as far as it does because I allow it to here on the Beastlands. And last I checked, his influence had some strength over some of the were-rats across all of existence. And if Malar is indeed to fall, you get a cut. That influence can fall back onto you.
Malar holds domain over all who have the ruthless desire to hunt. Not just for sustenance, but for the joy of the kill. Yes, I do not take pleasure in what those few lycanthropes, the were-rats, see in him. But you don't need to sell me on getting rid of Malar. Guy's a fucking nutcase.
I like
The question
this
is,
guy.
how are you? And he comes over and he stabs you in the chest. He's got this really long, filthy, dirty fingernail. And he pokes you in the
necrotic
chest.
damage.
And he says, what are you going to do about it?
I'm a unicorn knight.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is
Now.
that supposed to impress me?
More than one god. Now.
Having more
shares
than
his-
one god behind you doesn't make you twice as powerful. It makes you half as powerful.
No. But it gives me more room to maneuver around one as disdainful as Malar.
Gods don't take kindly to that. You're supposed to be his fellow. He turns to the rest of you. You guys are supposed to be his teammates, and this is the plan you're letting him go along with.
He didn't really.
He's just going to
bring it-
piss off as many deities by paying them half attention as possible.
I've been told to play nice, so you're going to have to talk to the other two about that one.
I didn't know about this plan, but I don't tend to make truck with higher powers, as it were.
Yes, you think you're the highest power there is.
Oh, well, I'm aware that there are forces beyond me, but that doesn't mean I have to listen to them.
They'll make you.
They'll try.
Confidence is useful. Arrogance will get you killed. Or, more accurately, someone you're close to killed. He's doing
Tris goes
fine, by the way.
Stone-faced. Tris goes full stone-faced.
It's pretty cold there.
Irin, I think you're forgetting that the Beastlands are under attack. What I do, and what the Unicorn Knights are here to do, are to prevent the spread of these abominations.
And that's your number one goal. And you wouldn't... so that would mean that you would, let's see, side with Malar if it helped you achieve that goal.
No, my siding with Malar was for my own means.
So you wouldn't bring him through to help you.
Not.
Well,
Wow.
then getting rid of the abominations isn't your first goal, preventing Malar is, isn't it? And what if you had to team up with the Blackened Rings? Would you do that in order to get rid of the aberrations?
Never. Watch
Then
your
that's
tongue.
really your first
Rat
priority,
King.
isn't it? You have to pick one, whether it's priorities or gods. Quit fucking around.
Garou, now agitated, turns back to the knights. And you guys visibly see, like, sort of the rage start welling in as his fur starts sticking up on end. Perhaps one of my more sociable compatriots can get us out of this rat hole so we can go about doing what we were here to do, which is to eliminate the aberrations.
As much as I enjoy watching Garou have to be on the defensive from something he cannot just hit, he is right. Irwin, we would like to give you conversation for all time, and I can appreciate the concern for your followers, the other fellow rats. I mean, too often they are trampled underfoot despite their great influence across the plains, but we do need to leave this place to continue and to hopefully make it so that you can open up your borders once again and reinstate that information network. How do we do that?
I don't know. How do you? Sell me on it. What is your plan? All of you have separate things you want. Except for this, he motions to Trystine. He says, frankly, I can't really figure out what she's doing besides avoiding responsibility back home.
Oh, so you don't know everything. That's nice.
Again, I can't see inside your head.
You are right.
You really
We do all have different goals. Perhaps it would be good for us to go around and state those goals. For my part, it is to continue hunting these aberrations that plague the Beastlands and stop the root of its troubles. Our first stop will probably be to find shelter in this plain. There is a Fey encampment, I understand, maybe to that end. Beyond that, I don't have specifics, because we do not yet have information. We have not had a chance to get a lay of the land.
I know what must be at the root of this. I've known all along. It's been the Illithid, of course. The aftermath of the invasion several months back. It happened here just like it happened everywhere. It's been spilling out, poisoning the land. Vasilix was harvesting pieces from it.
It's like saying that a seed is the root of a tree. In one manner of speaking, metaphorically, yes, perhaps, but in another, much more accurate, correct way of speaking, no, that's a stupid thing to say. A root is the root of a tree. And as for you, you say that he turns back to Katya.
Oh,
your goal is to take care of these things. Has nothing to do with discovering why you don't remember anything, what your past is. That little, and he holds up nothing in front of your face and shakes it like he's jingling keys. But he says, that little prize, that little tidbit wouldn't motivate you at all?
It would not. As I'm sure you know from your many machinations, I have a habit of looking towards the future. The past does not interest me. I know why I did what I did, and I know that I will continue to make that choice. All I can do is look forward.
And why did you do what you did?
To prevent others from getting hurt. No amount of personal
Wrong.
powers. Ugh, great. Wrong.
Wrong!
I'm sure it's wrong, but as far as I know, it is correct, and that is what I am working off of. If you know more, great, feel free to share, but until I get out there, I can't really find out more, can I?
Oh, so now you want to know information from all
No, I want to leave the cave!
No, you sense a complete change in his demeanor, and he gets a big smile, and you can see all the teeth he doesn't have. And he sits down again. He's been walking in circles this whole time.
Garou turns to Katya.
He's like, now you want to know
secret.
something from me.
He knows what he knows about us, our inquiries, some of our personal conflicts, except a secret you've been keeping.
I don't have a secret. What is the... Go ahead, Garou. What's the prompt? What is the secret you think I've been keeping?
If I had known, I would have shared with everyone.
I cannot give you
She bears no secrets. She bears no secrets. Because it is no secret. She does not think what she has is a curse. Because she thinks she can control it.
Great. I'm so glad we're all
doesn't sound
having
like
this
she
fun
does.
conversation about Katya and her problems. But unless someone wants me to tell them a secret that I don't have, I don't know what you want me to do here. Aaron, I can tell that you would like to tell us something. Would you care to share with the group about the information that only you have?
No, of course not. You don't just give secrets away. That's not how you become the secret
Katya's
master.
like, hat. She looks like a hat on a body as her head is just in her hands, sitting on the ground.
Who would like to make an insight check?
I would,
Oh, my 25 didn't do anything last
I
time?
would love to make an insight check.
It didn't. It's a 30.
He rolled a 30, but now more conversation has happened.
I'll take another
okay.
crack at it, but I'm probably not going to
Please.
roll another 17.
I'll roll just for shits and giggles. I'm not very good.
It's a
at it.
50-50 chance. Either you will or you won't.
Stop.
It's fucking wow, it's crazy. The cat person doesn't like the rat person. That's crazy.
It's a 23 this time.
Okay, yeah.
At 22 for
We got
Katya.
a 22,
could-
and what was it from Triss?
23.
23.
I can guide somebody if we need to.
Sure, if you want to put some juice on this one.
Yeah, throw a d4 on that.
Okay.
Is the Rat Lord rolling for this?
No,
Okay,
not this one.
just checking.
But okay, that's a 3, so 26.
Okay.
Triss, you watch. Things are going around in circles with this, like,
Yeah.
kind of delusional. First off, you're like, oh god, this guy is like really old. So like that's he might be a demigod, but like there's definitely something. He's being affected by the fact that this guy is fucking ancient.
Right, okay.
So you start to get some of that. Some of that's coming through. What you sense, what he wants from you, from the group, is he wants some sort of proof of your capabilities, and he doesn't want to be told what you've already killed. What he wants, and he doesn't even need to hear like oh, here's our step A, B, and C. What he wants to see is that you guys aren't lying to yourselves and each other anymore. He can see that you're all a powder keg, and that you are goal based, and that because you don't all share the same goals at the end of the day, that the one day a straw is going to break the camel's back.
You bastard, you put us in the character development crucible.
And he looks at Kireek and he says, "You, what's your most important goal? What is the thing you want to accomplish above all else?"
I wish to rid these lands of the abominations that have plagued it.
And if you had the opportunity to let them succeed, but be restored to how you were before, would you take it? Don't lie to me.
No.
If you answered Discord, cut it out.
I said no.
Okay.
You say no, you wouldn't take the opportunity.
No.
He nods, he goes, "Well, finally one of you's honest." Well, he points to to Garou. He says, "You're honest, you're just stupid."
I want the Beastlands to be free. A place where someone can come and rest and be free from the shackles of society, of their past, even of their futures. And right now,
Yes, you're trying to make a nice bed for all the people that you killed to rest in. Don't you think it's
Yes.
a little late to be concerned about that?
there are great magics here and across the Planescape. I believe anything is possible. I've seen a lot of things be possible. I've seen these three achieve things that I could never do. And one day, when we're strong enough, after we've cleansed the Beastlands of the Abomination, after I've rid myself of Malar, after the Blackened Rings have been kicked out and never, to the point where they will never return, perhaps then the Beastlands will be free. But I see that as a goal worth pursuing.
The problem isn't whether it's worth pursuing, it's that I'm smelling a lot of ifs coming off of it. Too many goals, you're pulled in too many directions.
It's one goal.
Remember what I said about the stupid one?
I have no wish to deceive you. I know that there are a lot of
Good, because you couldn't if you wanted to.
Great. I know there's a lot of unknowns in my past. I know very little is kind of the real secret. But my goal is unchanged, and so long as this group is aligned in that goal, helping rid the aberrations from the Beastlands, we are effective. It is difficult when you are pulled in many disparate directions. But despite that, we have managed to pull together when it counts. And I can't offer more assurances than that, because unfortunately for both of us, that is one of the many ephemeral unknowns of the planescape, how heroics tend to happen.
He kind of sits with it for a minute and scratches his wrinkly little chin, a little bit of, skin flap that hangs down over there. He kind of gets in and you watch it shake a little.
Stop.
I make a big deal about knowing everything, but no one knows better than me that there are things you can't know. Like I said, and he taps on his temple as if to say what's going on inside someone's head.
Yeah.
I have no doubts that you all mean the best. I just have my doubts that you'll stick by those convictions when things are difficult. It's easy to say it here in the dark. But what about when you're under fire?
It is a difficult thing indeed, but it is something we have already practiced. As you well know, Garou over there threatened to kill me when we first met, and I'm sure is still planning to, but despite this, every time we've been in a fight, I have brought him back to life or turned the fates in his favor and helped ensure that he makes the most effective use of his abilities, even though it could potentially cost me later. Garou is the person I hate the most in this group, and if he betrayed us, I would not hesitate in an instant to sever all ties. But despite that...
Garou's in the back. Giant grinning smile as you say this.
But despite that, and his obvious servants to an evil god who cannot give him what he wants, we are aligned in our goals. And I will support our continued pursuit of that goal when push comes to shove.
Looks at Garou. And you feel the same way, but in the opposite direction?
I have been at my goals for years. Almost a decade or so. And I have never been closer. I have never been more humbled. I have never been more malleable than I am with the Knights. If you're asking whether or not my conviction will waver, I'll fight any god I have to. I'll work with those that may change me for better or for worse. Do not, and he gets up, he gets a little big, question my conviction. The Beastlands are my home. I would like them to be your home. He says that to Katya. I would like them to feel like home again for you, Kireek. And Trystine, regardless of what you do before or after this, it will always be home for you too.
Stirring. Okay. Looks at Triss. What skin in this game do you even have anymore? Your cousin's perfectly safe with that buffoon. Why
have no
not
special
leave?
love. I have no special love for the Beastlands, but my goals are very simple. I aim to protect the things and people that are mine from anything and everything that would harm them. And some of them are here. So they're going to die.
Careful. You almost sound like a leader there. Looks at Kireek. Stop hiding in the back now.
I predict that this group will not last. But the trick is not for it to last, but to last just enough. I predict that we will implode eventually and burst at the seams. Even without a fire under us, it is happening already. But I am well versed in repairing seams, and I am well versed at making things last just enough for it to do the job.
Well, it's good that someone expects the wheels to come off eventually, I suppose. Listen to that one. Alright. I still put it at 70-30 chance you failed, but... it was kind of like 98-2 when you came in, so...
Your vote of confidence means the world. Are we allowed to leave the cave now?
Oh, no, hold on. He stands up again. He goes, there's a couple more things to work through.
Mm-hmm.
First off, what are you going to do about that damn curse?
Which one of us are you talking to? There's like...
The tall one.
Garou?
In fairness, the hat makes Katya like 7 feet tall.
That's true, that's true.
He is referring to Garou.
I'm taller than grandmother when she's in a drow form. Not when she's in a true form.
I have a powerful wizard at my side. If it's magic that binds this curse to me, we'll figure out a way to undo it.
Sorry, is this curse new? Did a curse happen?
He's been a very bad servant of Malar. That's what happens when you don't do the things you tell gods. You get cursed.
Not a servant of Malar, merely his mask.
And that is why he got cursed.
She's right about that, actually. Wizard magics aren't gonna deal with a god curse. And, frankly, I don't see any reason that my Leaky would stick her neck out. You're not treating her very well either. Besides, you've already sworn in to be one of her knights. What more do you have to offer her? You're gonna need to think bigger. And I know that will be hard for you, but maybe you can rely on some of these.
Garou grumbles for a moment, picks up his axe, and he's, says, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
That went from a terrible plan to only a pretty very bad plan. I suppose that's an improvement, though. Alright, the second thing. I have some other company down here. Garou, they're old friends of yours.
Bring them out.
I'll send them to you. You're familiar with Yazid of Banner Milk Tree.
Yes, one of Nur's ilk.
Yes. Took some soldiers down to come find me here. Didn't realize it was going to be so much of a maze.
Garou laughs.
Pretty
Chuckles.
stupid of them. Anyway, yeah, I think that they're trying to find some. They're trying to find some information to deal with what's going on with the rest of their soldiers. See if there's a cure for it. But anyway, they're lost down here. A suitable test would be dealing with them.
Garou cracks his knuckles, stretches his shoulders, and says, "Gladly."
Yes, before we go, actually, I'd love to ask Erin about Banner Milk Tree and any information you have on them and their goals, because Garou won't tell us shit. So, like, this is more of these mercenaries, I assume.
Banner Milk Tree, the history is unimportant. Raised by hobgoblins, yes, very tactically minded, in tune with the earth. Earth Genasi. Why am I speaking cryptically? A small cadre of soldiers came down here, so I'm sure you'll have no problem dealing with them. I was just kind of gonna wait for them to starve and then let my children eat them, but...
Am I to understand, Austin, that these are, is it Black and Rings, the mercenary organization?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still members of the Black and Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more soldiers. There's a bunch of companies underneath.
Yeah, I
Noir.
think I was getting my
And
wires
so this is
crossed
just another
because
group.
Banner Ashvine is Garu's
Yes.
home, but this is Banner
Yes.
Milk Tree.
No, an excellent observation. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it was he recruited from a separate one of. In fact, I would say take an inspiration for that deductive. That deductive connection there, which is that it was a separate banner that did fold and come into work for Noir.
We should expect bugbears.
Bugbears, hobgoblins, all goblins, really. It's best if we talk and walk. I'm tired. Being in one place. Although, despite your irksome questions, I did enjoy your company, Rat Lord.
You don't have to lie to me. I know I'm unpleasant.
No, just old and ugly. Not unpleasant, though.
I'd say right back at you, but how would I know? And then he goes in front of his eyes.
Oh, he's blind?
Yeah,
he's been blind
he has
this
like
whole
a
time.
crusty rag tied over his
Oh,
eyes.
okay, I completely missed that. Okay.
I mean, he's like a
Yeah,
god
he
or
walks
something.
around
It could be
like he
decorative.
walks around like he's not. Like he hit you with the cane, like he knew where you were, but he literally,
gotcha.
yeah,
He's
he can't see.
daredevil.
I completely missed that. Yeah.
For the audio listeners, which is everyone, Austin like waved his hand in front of
I
his
kind of
eyes.
just wanted people to have to guess what I did.
He did the you can't see me thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
there it is. That's what it'll sound like when one of you sees it.
Spots
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Hilarious.
so just to make sure we are entirely clear, we take care of these mercenaries. You let us leave your domain.
If I'm convinced, yes.
Right. We will have to be at our best, most unified behavior then.
All right. Do you want to sit down and eat anything first, or
It's very kind of you to
he
offer.
so hard not to be rude.
he pulls up some rope and he pulls out. He's got like a little bag there. And he starts to pull out. You see like little crusts of bread.
Oh.
If you're hungry, some of these the mold you can pick right off.
Oh, that's very kind of you to offer. Your hospitality has been above reproach.
Could I offer
I
you?
don't get very many visitors.
Could I offer you some rations in return? I hate to partake of your hospitality without offering some. I have these crocodile eggs. They are a bit of a rare delicacy in their own way.
Yeah, you want to hand him a rancid crocodile egg?
It's not rancid. The head of whole thing is preservative, I think.
You want to hand him a crocodile egg in a jar of formaldehyde?
If it's still got the waxy, I mean
I
eggs don't go
assume it's
bad
just
when they're
in the
outside.
shell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of the wax. It's
Like-
only been like a week, maybe 2 weeks.
Guys, it was called the crocodile.
Oh, fair enough.
Although someone
Well-
pointed out I should have called it the decayman. And that
The
does
Cayman would've
haunt
been
me.
pretty good.
That does haunt me.
I mean,
Anyway.
if you want it, it's, I guess, not as appetizing as I thought originally, but every food is new here, so it's hard to tell.
Oh, yeah, please. Hands the moldy crust of bread to you, takes the egg,
Okay.
fishes it out, stabs it on one long fingernail into the mouth hole.
No.
Right.
Juices run down chin.
No.
This has been a pleasant experience. I am so happy we came
You're not gonna
here.
eat?
Nom nom. Make eating sounds.
We can't introduce that.
Do you actually eat the moldy bread?
I do not.
Garou says,
Just
past
curious
her
how far
head.
you would go for the bit.
Garou
He
says,
can't see you. You don't have to eat it.
I made the sound.
we're not
He knows
hungry.
everything. Why do you deceive him?
We're no need
Rats
to
are
be
gonna
polite. We're not particularly interested in eating. We have a job to do.
He waves his hand, and a tunnel that is off to your right, which was small and made for rats, widens up so that you guys can walk through if stooped. And he says, if you just follow the tunnels, they'll lead you to Yazid eventually.
Thank you.
Try not to get lost, though.
I'm sure whether
That
we
we will.
report back or not, you will know where we get up to. I hope that we don't let you down, or at the very least, prove interesting to hear about. And Katya's gonna turn and start going towards the tunnel.
Garou follows.
Sure.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
All right. Into the tunnel, the dancing lights along you. You leave Irin, the Rat Lord, behind.
I thought he was pleasant.
I liked him as well.
Rolling with difficulty.
I'm Jeff Stormer, and I host Party of One, an improvised storytelling podcast about getting to know interesting people
Brennan Lee Mulligan,
Austin Walker,
Gian Shim,
Jetsia Axron.
through the shared universal act of play. Each episode, I sit down with a guest one-on-one, and we play a self-contained tabletop role-playing game together.
A strange network of different pirate crews.
there's a lot of pain that goes along with being a gladiator.
Because my faith, I think, it's all about gravity. You were pulled to me via gravity.
We share a few laughs,
I puff up my horse chest, show off my stars.
Dr. Glove, here we go again.
occasionally a few tears,
I've never had a game make me question my previously staunch moral compass.
and we get to know each other over a great conversation.
Like, if we were to play this 3 more times, it would be a way for you to game out a movie script.
This was great. This was super fun. I hope your audience have fractionally as much fun.
New episodes drop every week at partyofonepodcast.com.
The Per Aspera crew is finally all assembled in beautiful enamel pin form. Right now, you can head on over to the Rolling with Difficulty Crowdmade store to pick up the best mechanic in the Planescape for yourself. The Dani pin is designed by our very own Wally and features glow-in-the-dark enamel for that fiery effect. Supplies are limited, so bring the crew together and order your Dani pin today. Rolling with Difficulty.
All right, down into the tunnels you go. They are large enough for you to walk through, but it is not one straight path. And there are, in fact, many twists and turns that lead in separate directions. I'm going to need all of you to please make a wisdom check for me, or rather a survival check will be wisdom survival.
Okay.
That is a flat 19.
Ooh, forgot.
Okay,
That's
a
like
19.
wisdom checks.
That is a 26. Thank you for letting it be
Okay.
a survival check.
Ooh, hell yeah. Yeah. 23 on my end.
This guy's rolling hot today.
8.
Okay. 8.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
Kireek wanders off and gets,
All right.
gets lost.
So, you start to go down the tunnels, and Triss and Garou, maybe I'll even throw this to you. What is it about these tunnels that makes them easily navigated by you two, where you can really helm the way with very little difficulty, even though this place is very labyrinthine?
Labyrinthine, yeah.
Labyrinthian?
Or labyrinthine.
Thank you, labyrinthine. There you go, labyrinthine.
I don't know if that's correct. Discord's gonna get my ass if it's wrong, but
Kick-a-knees up labyrinthine. Kick-a-knees up labyrinthine.
Let us know. It's
yeah, thanks.
What is tweet us, comment on the YouTube video.
No.
Engagement. What is it about this maze that makes you two uniquely adapted to navigating it?
Triss had to find her way into the Underdark by herself one time to rescue some people. So this is actually kind of familiar, where it's like, oh no, there's no airflow, so that's a dead end and that's a false tunnel, and like that nobody's gone down that in ages because you can tell because the dust is different, type of thing.
Fantastic. All right, and Garou.
Garou likes being in dark enclosed spaces. He spent a lot of his time growing up in a wide open desert, and one of the few shelters that you do find are small caves and outcroppings, and understanding which ones are safe to take shelter in, and then couple that with his time spent in the Beastlands. He's been in a burrow or two, a den as well, so he's no stranger to deep underground enclosed spaces.
Okay. You two lead the way in what you can only intuit is no dead ends, not looping back, the way that seems the most obvious, perhaps, because you think Irin is trying to lead you there. Katya, on occasion, you feel like you're getting very overwhelmed with the claustrophobia and the many different passages that just appear out of nowhere. And on a few occasions, you feel like you're about to lose Garou and Triss as they head around a corner, but you spot them and you catch up. Kireek.
No. Oh God.
You see you're in the back, and as three of them round a corner, you round it, and it is a dead end.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Okay,
Garou.
hold on. I might have something. Hold on.
Roll for panic attack.
Yeah.
Garou at the front says, okay. He begins if you want to know about, and then he turns around and he says, wait, where's Kireek?
Ah, no.
What am I supposed to do, you guys?
What do you do, Kireek?
I have something for this.
I don't know. First of all, I guess so I can move faster, I will manifest shadow form. I can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide without squeezing. I gain a flying speed of 60 feet. Yada yada. So I just
okay.
Freeze
How long
me
does
up.
that last for?
It is 10 minutes, but I can increase it to 5th order to increase it to 1 hour.
What would you like to do?
I think I will do that.
Okay.
If I notice that Kireek is missing, Katya will be like...
Yeah, you guys do turn around, and the tunnel, there's like an open tunnel behind you. You're like, where the fuck is he?
I'm going to pop up locate object and hone in on the ring that has Gant in it, because Kireek has got that on his person. So if...
Is locate object foiled by dirt?
Any thickness of lead only. So unless this is lead thick dirt, I think not.
Interesting. Previous editions continue to confuse and upset me.
I will know the object's location if it is within 1,000 feet of me. If it's in motion, I know the direction of its movement. Yada yada yada.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know I repeated myself a lot. I was just reading through the spell and needed to vamp with my words.
Yeah, Katya's got a little stick in her hand and she's just sort of pointing it around like, sensing?
Beep. Beep. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, you get a bead on him, which is, I mean, he's moving quickly, and it's not necessarily, it's like kind of parallel-ish to you guys. You've covered a lot of distance already, so you guys already are adept at traveling through the tunnels and getting where you're going to go, and Katya, you've already figured out that you need to stay close. With you using this spell, I will allow one of the party members, presumably Garou or Triss, since they are the most skilled in survival, to attempt to make one more check to reunite with Kireek before you end up wherever your destination is, to see if you can do it in that short distance between you and where you're going. So, Katya, you have the spell
He's
up.
that way.
I will just give
For the
Trystine
audience,
the help action
Sophia
here.
pointed in a general direction. I know you can see it because we're audio only, but
I mean, we're not in a tunnel
Wally,
now.
sorry, what's Garou doing?
I'll give Trystine the help action here.
Okay, I will roll this at advantage. Okay, that's a 15 on the die, so 23.
23. You peel off ahead and take a left turn where normally you would go like almost straight right at this fracturing path. And as you come around, you find that Kireek is there racing down ahead of you at that 60-foot fly speed. And you can see that the cavern is opening up ahead of you. There's more space way up ahead. You guys are clearly coming upon something, and you've just caught Kireek before stumbling upon it.
Great. Everybody gather around before this happens again, and Katya will gather the group in the tunnel, and I'm gonna Rary's telepathic bond us, so she takes 2 eggs and smashes them in her fists. She's like, okay.
Yay.
Everybody hearing this? This is coming through your brain now?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. If we...
Yes.
Perhaps we sort of form a chain, hand on shoulder sort of thing, you know? So we don't get separated again.
I mean, it's right there. It's. I'm almost positive that our destination is that big wide thing up ahead. We can't possibly get lost in 50 feet of tunnel, right?
The tunnels are constantly changing. It's a rat lord's domain. He can make them longer.
Why would he make it so complicated?
Because we are in his trap.
He's a senile old man.
Oh, he is.
Let him have his fun.
Looks at a nearby rat, and you can tell him I said that.
Yeah. And then going with the open room up ahead, Garou says, Yazid I'm not too familiar with. But unlike Uzveljoth, who am I getting that right? Uzveljoth was the tyrant, right? Was the beholder.
No, Vasilix was the tyrant.
Vasilix, sorry.
Beholder.
Uzveljoth was the
Okay. Unlike Vasilix, Nur is immortal. Is a mortal, like us. A person with experiences and goals and ambitions, and he chooses to be as cruel as he is. Vasilix couldn't help himself. He's a creature, a monster, from my understanding of what a beholder is. Nur is my understanding of evil in this world. And unfortunately for Yazid and anyone who chooses to align with him and his goals, them and their goals, I cannot reasonably empathize with anything that they choose to do while under the blackened rings. They've done terrible things across Kalimshan and I guess here in the Beastlands.
Banner, Milk Tree. You are from Banner, Ashvine.
Yes. Back at home. Bugbears, hobgoblins, goblins of all kind, really any creature. The Pashas and the other what's the word? Royalties of the region conscript people for labor, for war, for entertainment. My banner chose to be free of all that. But eventually, under dire circumstances, banners aligned themselves with these oppressive rulers. It seems that Banner Milk Tree falls under Nur's command.
But was this not the exact scenario that caused you to slaughter your entire family?
Better free than under Nurse command.
I am just asking if we are about to walk into a bunch of enslaved folks following in order because they had no one to murder them. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is going to hit close to home for you. And I need to know how we are supposed to handle it.
Same way we have for every encounter. You let me know when I can do what I do.
I don't think it's up to us.
It's possible that these people may be familiar, even sympathetic, but if they are choosing to align themselves with a force of evil, we have no choice but to fight them. Especially because we are currently in the clutches of a beast lord, and the last several times we fought them, it went very difficultly for us.
Yes, I do not doubt that this is going to be a fight, not a flight scenario, for a number of reasons. But do you truly see no difference between them and the people you killed because of how you cared for them?
I don't follow.
I mean, Garou, like the...
I know you do, but I don't follow the connection. These people have chosen to align themselves with a powerful and clearly malevolent commanding force.
Garou
they are an enemy.
Constantly told us how his people were going to be enslaved into following that force. How do we know these people had the choice?
Does it matter?
I guess... I don't know. We're going to have to fight them because they clearly came here to be an invading force, and I suppose I'm just trying to reckon with how...
No, I think I understand this. Because everything you've done has been to protect the people around you, the innocents. You don't like hurting them. That seems to be why you sealed yourself away, yes?
That is true, but I mean more in the sense that Garou, and she'll gesture to him, has told us time and time again how he killed his family, but he has not told us if they asked him to. He's carefully left that detail out, because these people could want to defect. We could be their out.
Garou, seems a little smaller.
Oh.
Standing in the tunnel. He says, I was young. I was angry. We had generations of freedom. Hard fought. For years, we had been through famines. We had been hunted. We had had peaceful days. For them to have thrown it all away because they saw no other path, no other choice than to join the Blackened Rings. I could not accept that.
So you did make the choice. For everyone. A permanent, irreversible choice.
No, not permanent, not irreversible. I've seen what magics can do. I've seen what horrible things magics can do. So there must be good things that magics can do. In the book, they spoke of the Beastlands, a place where souls go after they die to be free. And I thought I could give them that.
Katya will just dead-eyed stare directly at him, unblinking. The Rat Lord is right. You are the greatest fool among us. I fear that this is not something we will come to agree on, but in the case of the fight we are about to walk into, It seems like we should assume hostility. And perhaps we should think about what lands someone in these scenarios.
Desperation does not excuse cruelty. Most people are desperate.
No, neither does fear. But we will do what we have to.
I don't think you understand what generations under a crown look like.
I do not think you understand that how you feel, your fear, does not negate the possibility of fighting back, of effort. I understand you were faced with a terrible choice, and I wish it would never one that befell your clan. But you and you alone killed them. That is a final point that cannot be taken back. Just
Well,
as
we've all done things that cannot be taken back.
And we are about to go do more. No? And Katya will kind of gesture down the hall.
Of the four of us, you're the one best suited then. The one with the most conviction to convince them otherwise. I have no problem with giving them the option. For you to instill this encouragement within them. So long as you understand that should it fail, we must defend ourselves. And honor our agreement with the Lord.
Of course. I know that I am not so naive as to think we don't have to fight our way out of many situations, and that it is entirely possible that these people are very happy being soldiers. I just can't help but notice the parallels. And I think perhaps too much focus is being given on how I feel about this. This is not personal for me.
There's another conversation to be had about where your understanding of what is right, what is wrong comes from. You say it's not about how you feel, but it's how you know these things. I did not get that education. I merely had stories.
Stories.
The stories in the book that you read sometimes. The fables of right and wrong and heroism, yes? Yes. Stories are powerful things. Katya, if you want to try and give these people a chance, none of us will stop you. But know that if it looks like it's going south, we are going to come in there and we're going to do what we do.
I want to be very clear. I was under the assumption we were just going to come out swinging. I know that I'm the do-gooder of the bunch because I don't worship an evil god and immediately assume we have to fight our way out of every situation. But these
I do not worship Malar. Stop saying that.
Then stop worshipping him. Look, I am saying that I understand that we are going to have to fight in this situation almost certainly. If they don't fight back, they don't attack us on sight, I think we should communicate. But I'm assuming it will be on sight. You tend not to fall in line on a mission to the Rat Lord's domain for an evil dictator unless you are yourself inclined to agree with them. I just can't help but drawing the parallels between our most forthcoming warlock and this banner we are about to encounter.
Okay, if all of this isn't going to change what we're going to do, then we're just sitting here making ourselves feel bad about something we're going to have to do anyway, and there's no point in doing that. So I think we should go do what needs to be done and get back to our actual quest.
Agreed.
Talk
all
if
in
you
favor?
can. Talk if you can. Give them the option. But when the time comes, I will do what I've always done.
Katya just sort of like mutters to herself like, every time I make an astute observation, everyone just talks over it and makes it about me instead. We're gonna go fight the guy. And she's already like walking down the tunnel towards wherever we're supposed to be going.
Yeah. Garou will sort of hang back for a beat.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of scratch at the brand on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Take a beat for himself and then follow. He's behind everyone, but he's there.
Down the tunnel, you see torchlights ahead. Katya with Triss and Kireek, and then Garou a little bit distant behind. You come to a meeting of many tunnels in the middle of this maze. And as you kind of enter and see straight ahead, excuse me, come around a kind of corner and look in, you see that there are, there's more like, what's the word I'm looking for? There's like, flower pots is the wrong word, makes it sound like planters. There's like planters here that are broken. There's like a big fountain that has obviously long run dry that is smashed apart. You see that there is a statue on the far side of this kind of this hub with spokes coming off of it in this maze. You see this statue that's fallen and smashed apart, and lounging on it, you see that there are a handful of mercenaries. There's three mercenaries like sitting around by the fountain, even though again there's no water. One of them has this big hyena that's on a chain. It's got a spike collar, but the spikes point inwards.
Aww.
And we should adopt this guy. Not the guy the hyena.
Pet.
Bang, shoot the hyena. You're coming with us, buddy.
Screw these guys, we got dog now.
And you see across there's kind of two figures chatting, and but these guys are hobgoblins, except for a tall one standing on the rubble. Wally, do you have a picture of what Yazid looks like? Because this is an NPC that you crafted, so I want to leave
I have
the description
no
to you
idea.
if
By
you
all
had.
means, get creative here.
All right. Yeah, so you see that they're an Earth Genasi, so there's gray skin with almost like little cracks in it that move like flesh, but it still has that like texture of stone. Fully armored with what kind of weapon do they carry? Big plate mail, giant ass two-handed maul, which is currently the head is resting on the ground, one hand on the pommel, the other hand holding a torch, and the person next to them has this like it's parchment. They're trying to draw a map, basically, and you just see like a bunch of squiggles. There's a bunch of like squiggles crossed out because the tunnels are changing on you. And with your dancing lights as you come in, there's like soft discussion, and you hear there's a shh, shh, and then Yazid kind of puts down the parchment and takes a couple steps forward, and Katya, Kireek, and Triss, you enter. And you see Yazid puts a hand up over the eyes to like adjust. It's really dim down here, so even the dancing lights are kind of bright compared. And they say, Who is there? Who is that?
We are the Unicorn Knights. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You see eyes adjust, hand comes down, second hand goes onto the pommel of the maul. Well, I'll be. Damn, we thought that we were the only people down here trapped in this shithole. Lucky us, unlucky you, I guess, that we're not the only ones who fell to such a poor fate.
And what brought you
look
here?
awful fresh, though. You just arrived?
Katya and I are still covered in dirt.
We just dropped in.
No, like, but all of these people are covered in dirt, and they look like tired, and you can tell like water skins are running dry. They're probably low on rations. Like, these people have clearly been down here like a couple days.
What brings you to these tunnels? Doesn't seem like a prime vacation destination.
Oh, but I'm sure you know that if you've been wandering around for even a little bit. No, we're down here to talk to the Rat Lord. Turns out he's not too friendly or conversational. Yeah. Word is that he knows all kinds of secrets. We had some questions we wanted to ask him.
Oh, how interesting.
What about you? Did you just stumble here, or no? It's not going well. We thought maybe we saw him for a moment, but then the tunnel turned, and it was a dead end, and it was a dead end where we came from, and we stopped here about what's it been? Turns to the person with a staff and ropes who he's talking to. Says, probably 5 or 6 hours now. We were only wandering in circles. We figured might as well at least stay in some place recognizable to come up with a better plan.
Yes, unfortunately, you seem to have wandered into the power and domain of a Beast Lord who I'd guess is not interested in talking or sharing his secrets.
Should have guessed, but, well, we were low on options, so.
Low on options?
I was going to say, are they...
towards... What were you going to say, Katya?
Sophia was going to ask if they are wearing any rings like the one that Gant is currently trapped in, or if they had any sort of, like, insignias on their uniforms and stuff.
They all wear the blackened ring, and Yazid has a ring of mind shielding as well on their hand. Garou, do you reveal yourself, or are you still hanging back?
He definitely, okay, yeah, as he hears the conversations happening in the upcoming room, he takes a deep breath and he finally steps into the room.
You ask that question, like running out of options, Tris. You say that, and that's when Garou steps forward into the light and completely turned from that. You see that. Sorry, I have so many names that I have to remember. You see realization enter Yazid's eyes, and they say, "Garou, is that you?"
It is indeed.
Raga told us you were alive, that you were in Kagala. I mean, I guess there was no reason to think him a liar.
No, I'd finished my work there, and I find myself amongst the company of the Unicorn Knights.
And, what kind of work is that? You see Yazid takes a slightly more ready stance. Doesn't pick up the weapon or anything, just kind of spreads the feet a little, get a better, more actionable pose.
Stance.
Yes, I already said stance. I didn't want to be repetitive.
Yeah.
What kind of work is that?
Garou just turns his, well, he doesn't have to turn to Katya. He says, in his mind, he'll telepathically relay. I'll see if I can get some information here.
Oh.
And then he turns to Yazid and he says, surely you've heard of these strange aberrations.
Why else do you think we're here in the first place?
So that's what you meant with running out of options?
Them,
I assume... Sorry.
Nur's interested in them, I imagine.
Very. They make great trophies.
Trophies, of course. Well, I would relax. It seems that we're trapped in these tunnels, just as much as you are.
Maybe not, though. We won out. You won out. I know it's not a great history, but what do you say? How many of them are there? There's 4 of you, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 9 of us. You wouldn't. Sorry, they wouldn't count the hyena.
Fools.
The 9 of us together. The 9 of us together. I think we could take this rat lord, no matter how big or powerful he is.
Careful.
Forgive.
I'm sure you have a lot of power if you've made it this far. What do you say? We team up, get the information we need out of him, kill him, and then crawl our way out of these tunnels once and for all.
Unfortunately,
that's so interesting. How many beast lords would you say you've killed already? Sorry.
None.
Oh,
None.
How many
I'm told
have you
they're quite formidable,
seen?
But this would be the first.
My, you came in here very confident then.
Well, we only wanted information. We were willing to bargain.
Unfortunately,
I'm sure he must have found that very gracious.
I'm currently doing work with the Knights, so any decisions would have to go through them as well. Seeing as 1 or 2 of them here are rather favorable with some of the other lords, I don't think that will go over well.
Shrugs, says, from what I understand, they don't all get along anyway.
Indeed. But you'd have to ask them.
All right, well, Unicorn Knights. What do you say? The Blackened Rings, Unicorn Knights. Pretty formidable. Catches sight of Kireek. Pauses. Formidable group.
Point of order. I think Kireek is still in his amorphous shadow form.
It's all the more reason, frankly. realizes they're talking to what they thought might have been a bit of smoke or maybe like a weird shadow from the torches. Realizes a incorporeal shadow being.
Garou will telepathically just say, absolutely not.
Yeah. We got that, bro. We got that.
Totally.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I think
it's I can.
Yeah, please.
I mean,
go for it.
In our limited experience, the death of a beast lord is no small thing. It wreaks rather devastating havoc on the land around it. I don't know if you caught any news from Kurgala, but the boar lord recently passed away, and her entire domain fell into Brux and left quite the scar.
We heard some tell. The domain's down here now. It's far mountain.
So it's entirely possible that even if you were capable of killing the Rat Lord, doing so from within the heart of his domain would probably kill all of us in some terrible way as it collapsed or transferred between planes uncontrollably.
Starvation's gonna do that, eventually.
It might simply be wiser to try and find a way out of this place rather than attempting to seek the heart of it and overcome a beast lord when you're far from at your best.
Oh, find a way out. Brilliant. If only we'd had you here the whole time.
You had mentioned you were willing to make a bargain with the Lord. What was it?
We want information. Yes.
Typically, these bargains are in exchange.
We have gold. We have information. Have the damn hyena if he wants. Turns back towards the hyena that's down on the ground.
Little guy.
Head
just
resting
a
on
little
paws.
guy. Little man.
Garou's going to say in speech over to the hyena, what is your name, small creature?
Wally, I'm so glad you asked that. So I don't know if you guys know this. You have not once to this point ever asked a regular beast what its name was.
You're about to
That is not a thing you guys have ever done.
Beast rules.
When you say that, you hear, man, I wish I had a good hyena. I'm a spotted hyena.
They say their species.
They're like, what do you need? They're like, what do you need a name? What do you need a name for? They are just, they're like, I just am what I am. They don't have
spotted
personal
hyena
names.
number 3,786.
I guess a better question would be, what do they call you?
Mostly dog.
Of course they do.
Returning back to the conversation regarding a bargain.
The Lord knows much, but he does not know what one thinks. You have gold. You have information. You need not divulge the entirety of it. But what is the nature of this information? I'm sure, as you have well guessed, you are already within his domain. It is he who controls the tunnels that twist and warp around you. So it would stand to reason that if you make your intentions known, your leverage known, he will either be amenable or not.
You see Yazid shakes their head, says, I don't know what we could tell them. Tell him that he doesn't already know. And you see that they're struggling. Oh, why don't you make an insight check, Kireek?
Okay. It is with disadvantage because I have some strain.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but that's an 11. So
Okay, not
12.
Wow.
12. Yeah. So you with a 12, you look at this person who is like not. You look at someone who doesn't feel like they have. How do I put this? Contextualize this with a 12. That doesn't seem, sharing information doesn't seem like an option for them for whatever the reason may be. You get the sense that for whatever reason it is, Yazid is not seeing that as like, oh yeah, well we'll just do that.
Kireek will like wait. If one could make out any kind of form in his shadow form, you can see that he kind of makes a point of like looking around the room.
There appears to be no change. I do not think you took your leverage to mean much. And as my companions have already said, it's some mighty talk for one who has not even seen a beast lord to try and kill one.
You keep phrasing it that way. So you have.
Garou can't
Killed the
help
beast
but
lord.
smile when he says that. He says, I have indeed been busy on Kragala.
Wow. Then what are you worried about? You've already done it? I hear this one's old, probably on the way out anyway. And now you have us as backup. Come on.
We have you as dead weight.
If you want to
You want something
kill
out of the Lord.
Aaron all by yourselves and then let us escape, that's fine by us. We can wait. Leans against the broken fountain.
We have no reason to kill the Lord. You do.
You have no reason to kill the Lord. Which means you're allowed to leave? Does a sweep across all of you.
We might have an out.
And what would that be?
Kill all of you.
Hand tightens around them all.
So you need to give us a reason
Hands
not
tighten around them
to.
all.
Or this fight is a foregone conclusion. Last chance.
You see, Yazid kind of adjusts the plate mail, rests heavy on them, been wearing it for days probably. What reason do you want to hear? I can tell you that wouldn't be very sporting, since you're obviously so much more powerful than us, having killed a beast lord. I could say, well, we're people, and this is a giant rat. So, what end? I could offer you gold, if you'd like it. Maybe even a place among the blackened rings. There's a lot of money to be made, and with what you are all capable of, kind of lingers on Garou. I have the suspicion you'd be gladly welcomed and handsomely rewarded. Or, if you want to play it hardball, between the four of you, says, if it comes down to it, I'm certain you'll win. But we'll take one of you with us. So who will it be? The party wins, but one of you dies. Who's willing to make that trade?
Well, that one's easy.
Garou's going to telepathically sort of communicate to the other three. Nur has made them into killers. Here, on the Beastlands. I would very much like to rip them apart.
Is the telepathic bond like an open call, or can I just be like, I just want to talk to one person?
Ooh, private channel.
That's a great question. Let me check the spell. Let me check my spell real quick. Not contact other plane, raise telepathic bond. Until the spell ends, the targets can communicate telepathically through the bond, whether or not they share a language. The communication is possible over any distance, though it connects on other planes. Okay, so the spell does not clarify whether it's all of us are always connected all the time, or we can choose. So I think that's going to be up to DM's discretion.
I'll allow it.
Ooh.
For the juice, for the drama.
Okay. I'll open a channel to Katya and just say, the Mask of Malar
has been reticent about his associations with this group. It seems our new associate might be more willing to divulge whatever information he might know about
Banner Milk Tree.
About
Noir.
If we are to kill them, perhaps it is best if we get some information out of them first, since we know we can't get it elsewhere.
Do you think we could get it out of the ring later? If we were to swipe another from that one's hand.
Assuming a soul does not already occupy it. It is possible.
Yeah. I want to be very clear.
But you...
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
But I spoke plain. If you wish to communicate with them, to try and give them a choice, you still have that option.
I kind of want to go above table for a second. I feel like what I was trying to communicate in the previous scene was not that Katya wants to be the one to be like, let's give them a choice. These people specifically are good. I think she was kind of trying to put the pressure on Garou to be like, this is awful similar to your backstory, isn't it? We're going to go fight them. You should think about how you feel about that. So while I appreciate everyone checking in...
Kireek knows.
Yeah.
Kireek knows, but then Kireek is also wondering what is the point of asking in that moment if not to make Garou feel bad and nothing else, you know?
Yeah.
So
I guess.
Kireek's also trying to apply a little bit of pressure in that moment.
That's fair. I guess I'm just saying more for player side. I personally don't want to be the person to start this conflict, and Katya doesn't have anything she wants to ask this group. So I kind of feel like her expectation is like, well, Garou's going to want to fight him, so we're going to fight him probably. So I appreciate Kireek checking in, but like above table, I feel like my intention with that last scene maybe got a little bit lost in the shuffle of everything that's going on. Please do not be waiting for Katya to step in, because she has no intention of doing anything here other than joining the fight when it happens.
Okay. Speaking of above table things, I'm just sorry, I'm just thinking through. So Rat Guy was like, hey, your next test, basically, deal with these guys. They're in my caves, deal with them. I don't think he specified slaughter them to a man. Just saying.
No.
So it's possible, like, currently the situation as they've laid it out is like, we are all trapped in the tunnels together, so either they go to the Rat Lord, or we all kill them right here, or, you know, we have a fight and they kill one of us or whatever. The third option is if we can find a way out of the tunnels. I don't know if that would constitute a solution by the Rat Lord standards. I'm wondering if there's some sort of insight check I can make to see if, like, does this extremely weird guy seem the type to be okay with taking a third option and, like, convincing these guys not to do this thing and letting them out and promising they won't do it again, like the vibe check.
And to conclude the above table, well, I don't know about conclude, but to contribute to my to add my
get the final word and everyone else shut up.
Yeah. Kireek knows that Katya really has no stake in whether or not the Banner Milk Tree, you know, wants to be free or whatever. He didn't really have the notion that she was like, we got to give everyone a chance kind of thing. But he also is questioning why Katya would bring that up to Garou in this moment when we're about to potentially fight people. The only thing that Kireek sees is that she's just trying to make Garou feel bad, a thing that she has been doing constantly and Kireek has mentioned has been grating on Kireek. So he's kind of pushing, he's kind of putting a little bit of pressure on Katya to put up or shut up, I suppose. So
fair. I guess her
I like that.
intention was, with bringing it up now, this specific scenario is directly reflective of Garou's family. So it's kind of like, if he was ever going to have to wrestle emotionally with the way he approaches the world, this is the moment. So I could appreciate that it probably came off a little bit meaner, but that was her intent anyway. Anyway, to my point, the reason I went above table is I hope we're not in this RP waiting for Katya to do something, because she's not about to. If someone else wants to start something, they should feel empowered to start it.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think we're waiting on Katya.
Okay.
No.
But I did want to see if I could suss out, like, are we gonna have to fight these guys, or is there a possibility that we can, like, convince the Rat King by way of, you know, the rats watching that just, you know, spit us out somewhere?
Yeah. Above table. Is it safe to assume that these guys very much feel like they are not in the mood to divulge any information as to what they're doing here, what their intentions are? Because the last insight check kind of
you didn't really drill down on it.
Okay.
You guys,
based off,
you didn't really drill down. What you said was go give information to Irin, and that stumped them.
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't asked, like, well, what did you want from Irin? And the second thing is, Red, you wanted to know if you could make, like, an insight check on Irin. I don't often do this, but I'm actually going to say this is a choice that the player Red has to come to. This is an insight that you, the player, need to make, not Triss, the character. So I leave it to your discretion.
Whether or not I think Irin is the type to be like, oh, an unorthodox solution, but I'll allow it, or no. Am I interpreting this correctly?
You're the one who's asking that question, not me. I'm leaving it to your discretion to.
I meant that is the question you wanted me to resolve.
That's the question. That's the question
tell.
you asked me. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So Triss can't know the answer to that, but all right.
But to that end, you know, Kireek has been kind of laying the foundation of, like, well, if the Rat Lord wanted to talk to you, he would have talked to you. So maybe if you just agree to drop this, maybe he'll let you out, you know?
I think that's the thing that was missing from the conversation, because they currently don't think there is any way out. So I think the question is, do we think we can offer them a way out that isn't just we kill them all? And I don't know. I think it kind of depends on them, because I don't think the Rat Lord is going to let them out if he knows they're just going to come back and try to fuck him up later. He seems pretty big on people learning lessons. I'm just saying.
I mean, okay, Kireek can speak up, you know.
I think it has been established that the Rat Lord has no interest in speaking to you, as unfortunate as that may be.
He wouldn't say rat. I don't think rat is really an illithid word, but
rodent.
The Lord would be interested in speaking to you. The Vermin Lord. Well, that's insulting, but okay.
But it's definitely true.
But I think it has already been established as well that he is aware of the goings-on within his tunnels. Do you agree?
Seems reasonable to me.
Then give up, and perhaps he will let you out.
Give up what? Trying to find the information?
Is it worth your lives? Or I suppose more importantly, is the information that your employer requires worth your survival?
If we don't get the information, then we're not going to survive. And for the record, neither are many of our company.
So there's some greater threat that you're seeking to understand?
Yes.
Something to do with the aberrations at play?
Seems likely.
Unfortunately, the Rat Lord may not be able to help you. Whatever's out there has him scared.
Well, if he can't help us, then we're all fucked. You included. Again, if you make it out of these tunnels.
Well, we're not in the habit of overly relying on help from others.
No, but we are in the habit of surviving.
If you want to survive out there, you probably want the information.
Whoa, so many people are talking at once.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it to Red. What were you saying?
You don't have to tell me, of course. But given that you don't have the information, it probably couldn't hurt to tell me what kind of information you were seeking from him.
Gives a small nod, says, "You'll find out anyway if you get out of here. We're trying to find out if there's a cure. There's a sickness."
In a place called Plague Root, of course. Yes.
Everywhere but here, it seems.
The quarantine.
Oh dear.
What of this sickness?
If no one gets in or out. It's affected some of the Blackened Rings, many of the other hunters at the Blackstone Lodge. They get sick, weak. They find it hard to breathe. Get cold and clammy. And then they're drawn towards the water.
Ah.
And they do it, or they die.
Is
Shiver
this
runs down
the
Katya's
work
spine
of
like,
aberrations? And Garou will turn to the rest of the knights. Is this a thing the aberrations are capable of?
I think the problem is that aberrations are capable of just about anything, being that they are aberrant and new.
There are some that I've heard of with affinities for the water, typically not illithid, certainly not beholders.
For the record, Wally might know what this is.
Red might also know what this is.
Sophia remembers a thing that Austin made us fight in a different home game where I'm like, oh, I think I might know what this might be related to.
I kind of know as well. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. Okay, back in game.
D&D games are not mysteries. I cannot keep secrets from you eternally. And there's, some things you will know, and that's okay.
It's okay.
But, solving the mystery is not always the
I can slip back into
struggle
for a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah.
Garou's almost certainly completely unaware of what this means.
Garou will say, regardless, Nur is a lot of things, but Nur is not reckless nor rash. If it's your company you care for, I'm amenable to speaking with Nur myself, if the Unicorn Knights would, and in telepathically, please come with me. We can find a solution to this sickness, and perhaps we all live another day rather than our usual song and dance.
The Mask of Malar
brings up a point. Is your audience with this lord the only solution, or perhaps the most convenient?
You see that Yazid considers, and they're not necessarily, they're a great warrior and probably a pretty good leader, but not necessarily a thinker, planner, right? Tactics and planning, very different. And you see, they look back. I'm gonna call for a charisma check, but first, Yazid turns to Garou and says, not necessarily from you, Noir. Turns back to Garou and says, actually, no, Garou, why don't you make that persuasion check right now? Make that persuasion check first. That'll determine how Yazid reacts.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna throw a d4 on this because I'm gonna need it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, no, that's good. Plus a decent amount here. 17.
17.
Yes.
You see that there's definitely kind of this is I would qualify that as a success, but this is still a big ask, and Yazid kind of like considers and says, "You kill the Beast Lord. That's worth a lot. You've dealt with a lot of things already. That's worth more. But what makes you think that when you show up at the Blackstone Lodge, Ner's not just gonna give the order to riddle you with arrows?" You cost him a whole company of soldiers.
Far
Perhaps
more
it-
than that.
All the more reason.
Perhaps it is the arrogance I have learned from this group talking, but we kill the Beast Lord. 2, if you get technical. What have we to fear from a rain of arrows? Nur will listen. He has to.
Noir doesn't have to do anything. And if you think that taking on one Beast Lord at a time is anything like facing down the entire contingent of the Blackened Rings with Nur at the lead, well, that's your funeral. At least I'll have been the one that delivered motions to Garou at long last.
Oh, so
It's not that I think you're wrong, it's just that... I don't know that it will convince the people it needs to convince.
Ah.
Garou says, "It's been a while since I've seen that idiot's face. It's been a while since they've seen mine.
Not helping, not helping.
Reunion would be fun."
You can think of it
do
as
you
this
have
way at least. You can think
Garou,
of it
do
as this way at least. Either you die empty-handed, or you return, not with the information you wanted, but with some leverage you did not expect that will still be beneficial to your leader either way.
First, I want Garou, really Wally. Is Garou planning anything? Is Garou trying to use this just as an excuse to get close enough to Noir to kill him? Or are you actually doing what you're offering?
Kind of both? Garou... Okay.
In which
Garou's
case,
still- Okay, Garou
This
definitely...
is what the Rat Lord was talking about, dude.
Okay.
Goals stretched in, yada yada.
I don't see how
I
they're
see it.
opposing, though. Getting an audience with Nur gives us the opportunity to learn more about what's going on with this sickness, this aberrant sickness. And if the opportunity comes, and if it's smarter to solve that problem first and then kill Nur, he will solve the problem first and kill Nur. If Nur is completely useless, he has the opportunity to get in close, bypass the majority of Nur's forces, get in real close, and possibly and take a chance. He's not going to pass up the opportunity to dispatch someone responsible for generations of really bad things in on the material plane.
Right.
Unfortunately, it makes a lot of sense. Garou hears, "Oh, the blackened rings are weakened." Let me get in on that.
Fucked up.
I
That's
mean, and
crazy.
listen, again, not necessarily like the greatest planner, but Yazid is not stupid either. So, Garou,
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to make a deception check, and because
Oh, hell yeah.
because they are very suspicious, you're going to need to make it a disadvantage. I'm going to roll an insight check over here.
Okay.
Boy.
In fact, I'll roll it in front of the table.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this on Roll20. I have a +8 to this, and I'll throw a...
Wait, is the other guy rolling the insight check first?
No.
You want to see the DC you have to beat?
No, I want a silvery barbs and give
Silvery
advantage
barbs
to
it.
old Garou.
I'll make it
You
neutral.
get to
I
cast a
don't think I
spell
can-
openly in front of everyone?
I guess the problem is I can't subtly do it, so
Yeah.
never mind. I was just curious. It's fine.
Let him roll an insight check.
I'm not used to being subtle. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Insight check incoming.
Okay.
That is a total of 19.
Unfortunately, that's pretty good.
Okay.
And to back up her earlier statement that Katya, when push comes to shove, has always made fate turn in Garou's favor, he does not roll a 14 plus 5, he rolls a 2.
Yo!
For a total of 7.
What do you got for your
Or
deception?
do you add? Yeah, you add because you replace the dice roll.
I replaced
right?
the dice roll, yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I rolled a natural 1 and a 4.
That's crazy. That's crazy. A 1 and a 4, you guys. Holy shit.
You can't throw a D4 on?
I can throw a
fucking
D4 on
shitty-ass
it.
liar.
The biggest
hold
fan
on.
your
If
deception
I
is-
throw a D4 on this,
The good news.
And my deception is +8. So
Plus
it would've-
8?
it would-
Why were we worried about this?
Well,
You
it
couldn't
only
have
goes up
failed.
to 12 here. But
It's still a narrow
That's
margin.
Crazy.
Katya,
oh my God.
you
At least we
see-
know that Garou is truthful when he says that he doesn't tell lies often.
Yeah, no
Katya,
wonder.
you see the equation running through Garou's brain and the fact that he's kind of telling the truth, but it's not fully a ploy, but that there is definitely an element of deception here. And you look at Yazid, who is not stupid, and you watch the entire next minute play out as the hyena is sicked on you, and the soldiers get into play, and the earth acolyte in the back summons the very stone walls around you to fight for them, and the crushing force of Yazid's hammer, and instead you pick a different path where instead Yazid bites their lip and says, "Very well." Points at Garou and says, "This one enters with no weapons and bound." Oh, Wally does not like that.
Garou does not like to be bound, kept in a cage, none of that.
Let's go before Noir in chains specifically, no less.
Yeah.
I can see the Ghibli hair poof of rage all over his body.
Oh my God.
It's your choice, Garou.
Garou, once again, doesn't know why or how or what's wrong, but he does know it's Katya's doing. Same feeling he got when he first met her. And in his head, he's going to say to her specifically, "I did not give them a choice. And I had never regretted what I did. Because I felt it was right."
Then continue to make the right choices now. The future is the only thing ahead of us.
Fine. I will go. Bound. The others will come with me.
You see Yazid considers, says, "They will. We'll take your weapons." Points to just Garou. "You travel free until we have crossed the river. Then it's into chains."
Garou very visibly agitated, shaking a little bit. Agreed.
Okay. How do we get out?
As this conversation goes to an end,
Yeah.
Katya's gonna walk over to the earth and kind of try and find one of the roots and kind of reach up and touch it. You questioned us before. You wanted to know if we would stay aligned in our goals. You wanted to know what those goals were. You did not ask about our methods. You did not care. We've solved your problem. We've done as you bid. Irin, are you going to let us out?
A creepy hand bursts from the ground beneath you, grabs your ankle, and then another hand and pulls easy.
Hey, Katya will reach the staff down for like a handhold.
What are you doing here, man?
I'm glad that like this is working because my other plan was to pick up a rat and hold it like a phone and be like, Irin.
I kind of thought that's what was going to happen too.
That would have been funny as fuck. Irin, you see all of the black rings like ready themselves. They don't attack, but like spooked by this zombie style. And Irin drags himself up, brushes the dirt off. Sounds like a pretty good plan to me. And you see Yazid says, "This is what you thought we couldn't kill?"
Looks can be deceiving, friend. And nothing hits harder than the staff of a blind old man.
Garou sort of rubs his chest a little bit.
Yeah.
You see Irin laughs at that. Now that's a joke. Very
Why
well.
is that his catchphrase?
Very well. I shall let you go on one further condition.
Oh,
Bro.
yes.
You see, he turns to Katya and he holds this little crooked finger up in your face and he goes, "You must swear that you will never allow harm to come to a rat again."
I swear that I will never let harm come to a rat again. If it is within my power, I will protect every rat.
He holds out his hand for you to shake.
Katya will shake it without
He's reaching
hesitation.
through the screen to shake Sophia's hand in real life.
You shake this soily, withered hand. This soily, withered hand, and there's something very solid about it. Whether about the grip or the words you've spoken, you're not sure, but and then he kind of motions with his hand and you hear the moving of earth. Daylight does not expose itself to you, but you can see that a new tunnel has opened up, and he gestures. I'm curious. I really thought you see that a bunch of the Blackened Rings start to pick up their things, get ready to go, and Irin walks over to you, Trystine, and says, "You know, I really thought you were going to kill them. On the one hand, makes sense to me, but on the other hand, desperation doesn't excuse cruelty, does it?"
No, it doesn't.
It almost sounded like wisdom.
Oh my god, he's house. Jesus Christ, he's house.
He pulls out his pill bottle.
I'm gonna need some fan art of House as the Rat
It's
Lord
Tic
by
Tacs.
Monday. On my desk by Monday, please.
God.
He's been blindfolded to keep us from his piercing blue eyes.
That's hilarious.
This is actually cosmetic. It's for your protection.
He effortlessly switches back into his normal English accent.
Yeah, I really had to get into character for the role. I didn't drop the voice even once.
And then just starts doing a Jeeves and Worcester bit. Oh my goodness.
Very well. He motions. You have your bargain. He has his final word with Katya. He has the little deal. Has his final word with Triss. The soldiers begin to pack up to go. The hyena, the leash is pulled, and it gets up and starts to walk alongside them.
Oh.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Katya will put
Triss
a
is happy to leave the underground.
hand on Kireek's shoulder
But,
as we're walking out to make sure that it doesn't get lost again.
amorphous shoulder.
Yeah, just sort of like in
We
the
do a
area.
little, like,
Hold the
handhold.
like staff
Honestly,
out.
Kireek staying in shadow mode so the aberration hunters don't see his true form is very smart.
Ended up working, but it only lasts an hour, so we'll know. I don't know if it'll
You'll duck
last the
behind a
entire
tree,
trek.
re-up it.
No, it's gonna take much longer than that.
Yeah.
I figured.
I actually need to get an overland distance, so I have an idea.
Oh boy.
But if no one else has anything to say to Irin, he says, "Goodbye. Try not to die.
We'll do our
We will
best.
eventually."
And hopefully, although you seems you will not need it, we can report back with what new things we learn. Katya will head on out.
I'm sure we won't have to because the rats will keep you updated.
Yes, be careful while you step. Always forget to say that before they leave.
Katya starts like looking at the ground very intently, having just sworn to never harm a rat again.
Yeah, I get to find out what happens if you break that immediately.
You step on a rat.
Okay.
Katya just drops
Struck by
dead.
lightning. Squeaky!
If I play my
That was the end
cards
of
right, this
Katya.
is the third Beast Lord who likes me, so I'm trying very hard.
Just collecting them.
Like they're the
man,
fucking
can
Infinity
I-
Stones, baby.
Something
Did
I'd
somebody
like to
prep
do.
a map for combat and not a map for the rest of where
I
we're
did.
going?
Would you like to see? Would you like to see the map for combat that
Point
you
out
did
that I
fight?
think the Rat Lord liked Kireek first because he was the only one who was kind of like plain and honest about
You're
it.
allowed to have a Rat Lord if you want the Rat Lord.
That
it's
is
okay.
a pretty cool setup. I
pretty
see
good.
the appeal.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Keep on. Hold on
no,
to
what
those
I
tokens,
want to
though.
know. What I want to know is, can I do this? I always kind of fuck it up, but I want to see if I can shadow out, if I can shadow out the entire map of Brux, but then just reveal the place you've been, so that you guys can like
We've got a fog of
video game
war.
style
For
as you
ourselves.
travel.
Yeah.
As you travel, you can like unlock pieces of the map, and at least you have an idea of like the direction that you're going. Hide reveal mask. Hide full page. Reveal
If we see
map.
more than we should, we'll all close our eyes immediately.
My
I'll have
iPad
to
won't let
fix
me
it.
see it because it requires dynamic lighting and it can't work. I'm
Uh-oh.
All right.
flying blind.
All right. I'm gonna try it. Here we go.
Ooh. Oh, it's little. Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
I see.
Okay, one little box.
That's the only place you've been so far. So
Oh, who nailed it? It was me. I mean, we
Hell
already did that,
yeah.
but still. I took notes.
out you emerge, you and this other party, out into the open air of Brux, just like when you arrived. And actually, half of you haven't seen it yet because you were unconscious. And Katya, you barely had a moment, so the rest of you finally get to breathe in. The air here is much cooler than Kragala because obviously the sun is not high overhead; it's half set. So that unrelenting heat is not a factor. There's a little bit of like almost like mist around the ground as you walk around. That kind of cool morning, lots of dew on things kind of vibe. And you see that Yazid and the acolyte kind of speak for a moment, and then Yazid comes over and says, "All right, well, it's going to be a bit of a travel, but we shouldn't really have any issues getting lost. It's open plains as long as we avoid the hyenas, which is what," and you see, pulls on the leash, "this one's for. And then the branch of Yggdrasil is easy to see from a distance. The only thing we'll have to deal with is crossing the river."
It's always water.
We won't.
You don't know how right you are.
We won't need that hyena. Let them go.
Hand me your weapons.
Yeah. Garou gives him the battle axe and the sands.
Technically, the sands just looks like a water skin. You know?
Picks up the sand, says,
Well, he
"So
knows
that's what
who that
happened
belongs
to
to.
Yep. They
But he
recognize
doesn't know.
immediately.
Does he know Gant's dead? Fair enough. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, no, they recognize Gant's weapon.
Gotcha.
It's still got like his
good,
name tag
good,
sticker
good
on it.
call, but yeah.
No. Garu's going to like very honestly.
They take both of those.
Yeah, he's like, no, this is a hard line for him. Yeah.
And now you said the hyena. Yazid says, they're pretty nasty, and they tend to give us a berth as long as we have one of them with us.
Well, now you have the Unicorn Knights. You won't need them.
Turns. More trouble than it's worth anyway. Hard to feed. And you see what the soldier goes over, and two of them point. What do they carry? Do they carry halberds? Heavy crossbows. You see they point heavy crossbows at it as they take the collar off. And
no, Garu's going to walk up, insist they put it down.
Well, they don't want it to attack them when they let it go, but it senses the danger with the aimed weapons. And
can I roll some sort
is
of
there something you want to say
to
it, Garou?
Yeah, I want to roll some sort of animal handling check as I take off this spiked collar, so that it doesn't like attack anybody
you
else.
Go over. Yeah. They unbuckle the collar, but it snarls a little. Crossbows come up, and you step in between, interpose yourself, and go over to finish taking the collar off.
I rolled a 17 on animal handling. What? 13 plus 4, yeah. And
let's see. Okay, yeah. On a DC of 15.
Garou very gently takes the collar off, throws it aside, sort of rubs very gently on its any wounds that might be there, any scratches or abrasions, and he looks at the creature. He says, "You may not have a name, but now you are no longer bound. You're free."
You see, gives a cackle, big tongue lolls out, and then it's going to scamper away, runs off into Plague Root. If we get attacked, it's your hide first, Garou.
It always is.
All right. You have a journey ahead of you. Before you exit the domain of the Rat Lord, picking your way through these smashed trees and the ruins, is there anything else the hunting party wants to do?
We shouldn't bring out the magic carpet, right? Like,
maybe
like
save it until we get to the river at least. You know?
I think we'll save it for now. Yeah. Oh wow, we're doing that walking that Garou wanted us to do.
Katya watches every footstep for rats.
You see them all over. They don't run in front of your feet, but they are like in the hollows of trees and underneath branches and some like underneath fallen branches and leaves and things like that. And the eye shine that catches the red glow of the sun from so many nooks and crannies underneath rubble and broken buildings.
All right, little rats. Keep an eyes out.
All right. If that's all everyone would like to do, then for the first time ever, we're actually going to close an episode without a mid-break.
Whoa. You were not expecting us to bypass that fight, huh?
Oh, wow.
I was not expecting you to bypass that fight.
Honestly, massive props to Katya being...
Look, we could begin... Yeah, the fact that I have to give a huge shout out to Sophia for being very insightful about the situation. I assumed that that I knew that you guys could try something, but I assumed that still probably lots of things would die.
Probably, yeah.
To avoid the combat entirely, I did not expect it all. So huge props there. You guys will get awarded full XP for succeeding with that.
Hell yeah.
And we could begin the journey because I kind of know what's up, but I think it's more dramatic to leave it here, and we will pick up the next session with the overland journey and then the long-awaited confrontation between Garou and Noir.
Ooh. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
Very cool.
So, thank you all for joining, and I hope that a 2.5-hour episode didn't disappoint you too much. We will see you all next week for a super awesome double episode, 7 hours. Prepare yourselves. 5 combats.
Season finale, part 2.
Season finale. You've never experienced a more epic episode than next week. I will eat my hat if it is not that long.
Could I request something
That's
silly?
Austin for there's no way you're wriggling out of this next combat, you little shits.
What's up, Sophia?
I would love if someone else in the group could roll me a d20 and a d4, because I would love to ask Katya's deck of silly things how we're gonna do next episode.
I'm gonna roll it. I'm rolling it right now.
Yeah. Go for it, Red. Go for it.
The D20 is a 10, and the D4 is a 4.
All right, we've pulled the Harmony, the Howling, Arcadia, and Pandemonium represented in card form. What did you say you rolled on the D4?
4.
4. Pandemonium, the Howling.
Pandemonium! Yeah!
It's not necessarily...
Let it ride!
that it's evil, but it certainly will be chaotic, so we'll see how next week goes.
I mean, we can't just kill Noir in the first episode that he's introduced,
Oh,
right?
you-
Like,
I made the stat block. I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
I made the stat block. Good luck.
Wally, yeah, I mean, listen, I got my work cut out for me. I have full control to adjust that stat block, and
that is true, yes.
You don't know what Noir's been up to in the meantime.
Correct.
All right, well.
And Sophia will eat her hat if she doesn't explain to me what a hike is by next episode.
You have to
Oh,
text
yeah,
me.
no,
I
that-
will
we gotta
forget.
open up
take a note for it.
There's no way.
Anyway, thanks you guys for joining us for this no break episode. I might have to artificially insert a break at some point so we can play our mid-roll.
You're gonna have to artificially
ads,
insert
but,
one, yes.
All gas, no breaks, baby.
All gas, no breaks. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll catch you next week for the season finale.
Hell yeah.
Oh, boy.
All right, see you then.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Hunting Party, a Rolling with Difficulty campaign. We'll return to the Beastlands next week with another thrilling quarry, but if you miss us before then, be sure to check out Rolling with Difficulty on socials and our Discord server. If you enjoyed the show, please rate us and leave a comment or review on your preferred podcast platform, like and subscribe on YouTube, and if you really enjoy the show, consider becoming a patron for even more exclusive benefits like monthly bonus art, fictions, and more created by our cast. I've been doing a series of the deck of silly things cards, illustrated and with little descriptions about what they are and what they mean. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check that out over on the Patreon. Got all that, knights? Good. The trail is still warm. Time to resume the hunt.